Hey guys, Raven here, and today I want to show you guys my assassin build for Demon's Souls. It's a soul level 40 build and can be done at a lower level. I just didn't have the patience to de-level it. The idea for this build was twofold: to do a stealth high crit build, but also an enfeebling build. An assassin kills with stealth and also by other less direct means. For the stealth part of the build, I'm running the Thief Ring, which makes me invisible at a distance. The Cloak spell makes me make no noise and obscures me. They only see a red outline. The Fatal Spiral Rapier on the main hand is at +5 for high critical damage, but very low damage in normal attacks. The offhand Rapier is at +9 to cause some more damage than the main hand one. However, it's mainly there to be a parry tool. People are more aggressive against you when you don't have a shield. I was running a Buckler first, but then I felt it was cooler and more effective to use a Spiral Rapier on the offhand. I chose to use the Spiral Rapiers because they look cool and because they cause innate bleed, which in this game equates to a damage over time effect like poison. Which takes us to the status effect part of the build. Besides the Rapier, I'm running Baby's Nail because daggers are very useful in Demon's Souls, as I'll show you, and because it's the only weapon in the game with the innate Plague effect. It can proc Plague in very few swipes. Proccing Plague makes healing items less effective and it applies a strong damage over time effect. It also slows stamina regeneration. Finally, there is the Poison Cloud. It procs really fast and it's a great wake up from a critical. Like Plague, it makes healing items less effective. Bleed, Poison and Plague damage stacks, which is cool, but more importantly they have a psychological effect on your opponent. People tend to run away or try to cure the various status effects at bad times, thus becoming vulnerable to be backstabbed. And if they successfully heal, their healing is impaired by Poison and the Plague status effect. Okay guys, that's it for the build. Let's watch some invasions. So I left this first invasion in because I want to show you guys how the Thief Ring and the Cloak spell combo works. So basically the Thief Ring makes that you cannot be seen at the distance, but be wary if you have an aura around you. And a good rule of thumb is to look at the HUD, and if there's only an eye, it means that only the Thief Ring is active and there is no aura around you for them to see. The Cloak spell works differently. It makes you barely visible, so only an outline, like shown here, and you make absolutely no noise. So the host had no idea that I was coming behind them running. Another important tip for this playstyle is try to move like an echo of other players. Not locking on helps with this. In this case the host was holed up in the Witch's Tower, so it was hard to me to sneak up on him. I pretend to be an echo that is not interested in the host, and I only go for the pivot backstab at the last second. So one of the most important aspects of this playstyle is to be patient. Invasions in this game are usually over very fast, one way or the other. This build is very weak if you go head to head against several players. In this invasion I was stalking these guys for a while and didn't engage to draw them in. If you pay patiently, the party will always move sooner or later. This was a really cool invasion against a party of 3. They were absolutely destroying the PvE, and I knew the host was a mage because I was stalking them for a while. My best option here was to go in for a quick kill against the host. The Thief Ring and Cloak combo is so good that the rest of the party didn't even notice that I was killing the host. This one is about that psychological effect that inflicting damage over time effects on players have. A lot of players will panic and run just to heal the status effect, leaving them vulnerable to a critical. This invasion was fun because it shows the strength of daggers, and Baby Nail in particular. They don't exist only to do high crit damage. They are hard to parry, they outspeed other weapons, and because there is no hyper armor in this game, they will always stagger your opponent. In the Baby Nail's case, it will also impair healing because of Plague. So this was a fun invasion with a co-invader. Co-invasions are the best invasions. And we're fighting a party of 2, and I have poison, the poison spell at the ready, because I want to try to poison the party. He goes in, he's using the Baby Nail as well, and I pull out my Baby Nail. But look at the damage he's taking, he's almost dying. So I try to step in with the Baby Nail, and look how the dagger basically staggers both party members and allows the invader to heal. I almost get the riposte on the blue. So now I'm fighting the host, and notice how my rapier is faster than his straight sword, and I'm always interrupting him. He's trying to attack, but he can't. And I see that he's rolling a lot, so I unlock and try to go for a pivot backstab, and it happens. It was a cool little move right there. And then the co-invader kills the blue, so perfect invasion. Now I want to show you how this build fares against more meta opponents. This guy was just trying to kill invaders with an extra 25 to 50% health advantage and a meta build. He was really working on that character and world tendency. Anyway, this dude is playing with the dragon upgraded Mirdan Hammer build. The idea is to put all the stats on non-damage ones like vitality and endurance and let the dragon upgrades do the damage. So he's just charging at me, and I wanted to do some L1s, but instead I did a parry. And he takes away 80% of my health. And he has a shitload of health as well. I did 2 R1s with a +9 rapier, did no damage, and then rolled into a wall and died. This is the second invasion, and as you saw right there, he's using the Grave Rover's ring, that's why he appeared out of thin air. So now I'm trying to outspace him with the R1s, but I don't know why, probably latency. He trades with me and gets a free R1, and then I go for the tried and tested parry spam Dark Souls 3 technique. And now I decide to heal. He could have killed me if he pushed forward, but I thought that he would roll back and heal, and that's what he does, and I'm able to punish him. The Mirdan Hammer is somewhat slow, so my idea was if I stay real close to him, if he tries to R1, because the movement of the Mirdan Hammer is from left to right, I might be able to backstab him, and luckily it worked. So after that last invasions, I tried to invade here, and I invaded him again. I'm looking for him, but I know that he has the Grave Robber's ring, so I'm expecting for him to show anywhere. So here he is, and he is kind of pissed. Look at his aggression. He's always trying to attack to R1, because that's what Mirdan Hammer users do. So 2 R1s to set up the parry, and then parry with the offhand rapier. Now I try to jump while directing him to the fall, because I know that I can punish him here. So I go for the poison cloud to limit his healing if he can, if he succeeds to heal, and then I just spam R1. He was trying to heal there, because that will interrupt his swing if I swing first. So GG. Anyway guys, I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Raven out.